5 hours of summer, once a week. Hey, 5 hours of summer, one Saturday morning.
Oh, right. It is time once again for yet another episode of Color Commentary where we give you views from a different side. I, of course, am your host, Optimus Rashad, and I'm joined by my compadre.
Chuck Taylor here, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. We want to be all in your lives. Yes.
Don't you mean
Beast Primal? Beast Primal.
Chuck Primal? Yes, Chuck Primal. You can tell by this intro that we're going to be talking about the newest Transformers movie, Transformers Rise of the Beast, the 8th movie in this current line of movies. However, it is actually the second in this new continuity that they have. Basically, just like DC, they're like, let's just start over again. I guess just like Spider-Man too. You know, Marvel's been like one of the few that's able to like, we got it right. We don't have to start over. Let's just keep it going.
Keep adding stuff.
Exactly. All right. So, Mr. Chuck Taylor, why don't you go ahead and tell us what you feel about Transformers: Rise of the Beast?
I really enjoyed Transformers. I kind of forgot about the movie because we had a lot of different movies come out the last month.
So many movies.
Yeah. So, but after I got a chance to watch it, I really enjoyed it. I thought the two characters were fresh. The two leads, the humans, they were fresh. I've seen the girl on a couple little, like I think an Amazon Prime show. I watched a couple episodes of her.
About Swarm?
She seems to be pretty good. Yeah, Swarm. Pretty good actor. She has that, she can turn on different types of, emotions on her acting.
Mm-hmm.
On her acting. And the Latino guy, he was really good too. That was funny. It was they had a lot of good interaction. Himself, like I liked him, his family, and like his the people that knew him. Like I guess the guy that he was stealing cars with, like all that flowed really well. Actually, I forgot the guy's name, but I know I like his music. The one he was in the movie. He was the guy that was stealing the cars.
Okay, I didn't realize he was somebody. Okay.
Yeah, he's a big. He's like I guess you can kind of say Christian rapper type of guy, but he has a lot of big hits that people like. But when he gets to the actual machines, the Transformers, it was kind of cool to see the Beast Transformers kind of get a backstory of Unicron and all that, and how they had the whole point was to try to get this. I guess this light speed drive or whatever, space time continuous type of thing that he can go eat planets all over the place, Galactic style. So I like that. I liked how they went and hit it, and they had like different tunes and everything. So they brought a lot of like the ancient cultures and how they worked with humans before. So I like how they tied everything in. The fights were great. You could see everything pretty clear. It wasn't all about Optimus Prime. It was cool. He's not the end all be all on this Transformer. So everybody, the Porsche guy played a good role. Forgot what his name was. The silver
Mirage.
Mirage. Yeah, I liked him. He kind of took the Bumblebee spot for this movie.
Yeah, literally for a while.
Bumblebee came in, did his thing too, but you kind of got to see a little bit, I guess, culture with Mirage. He was a brother in that one, and then having him with the Latino guy.
Mirage ain't no brother. What you talking about?
The guy that was talking sounded like a brother.
He definitely is not.
He isn't. Wow.
No,
he did
he
a
is
good
not.
Impression.
He did what?
Impression.
Yes, that's what he did.
They definitely took the culture and used it. So you got some brother somewhere in the line.
Oh, we're gonna talk about. That's Pete Davidson.
No, Pete.
Yeah.
Oh well, we know Pete take the brother. He been into the culture. That did okay. Now that makes sense.
Pete Davidson is just like what's her name? Aquafina.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like they take the culture and they so it's like they fulfill the culture calling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, we're gonna. I got some things to say about that, but go ahead. Go ahead.
I can see where you come from that, but yeah, that's definitely the Bobby Gabe. So I didn't know it was Pete. And just how I guess the Beast promo people and Optimus and all them kind of came together. The fight scene in the end was really, really cool. And seeing them really all try their hardest to try to get to that key, and everybody had to work together because it kind of everybody kind of gave up, and then the dude came in and he like had to pump everybody up because like, well, I ain't about to sit here and let everybody just die, and we just sitting around, oh man, we lost, nothing we can do, so we must just come eat our planet. Like, nah, bro, y'all gonna do something, we gonna try. And, so having them go out there and just fight, and then Barrage gave him the suit to fight old dude at the end. That was kind of neat. I like that. That's a cool little twist. It's like you saw Barrage kind of sacrifice himself, and he said, "Oh, I need you to drive this time." Gave him the suit, and him and Optimus whooped up on World Boy. So that was neat to see. And just the biggest thing I liked about it was the ending. When they had the G.I. Joe thing, I was like, oh, G.I. Joe? I was like, the G.I. Joes and Transformers, that's perfect. And now when I looked some research, I was like, oh, they've been trying to do this for years, but they didn't know how to organically make it in there. I was like, that's perfect, because they definitely need, it's like we would have some elite strike force that would be working with Transformers to stop global annihilation type of stuff. So I think that'll be cool to tie in the future. So yeah, I'm excited. I like the movie. I thought it was really good.
Okay, all right. I feel you. I think for me, it's going to be like a couple of these movies we're talking about today. I thought it was good. I just didn't think it was great. But there were some things I liked about it. So I'll talk about the things I like. I definitely like the human characters. I particularly like Elena, played by Dominic Fishback. I thought she was. I just liked her whole thing. It's like her whole struggle with her boss. And it seemed like with both characters, it's like they were fighting against the man. You know what I mean? Like they were just coming at it from a different angle to see these minorities are going through. So that was a pretty cool take on it. But to see how smart she was versus her boss taking all of the credit, that was pretty interesting. And I did like Noah. His character was cool too. I did have some issues that I'm going to talk about a little bit with what they said about him, but overall he was cool. The Transformers, I liked. Well, no, I'm gonna talk about the action. The action scenes were pretty good, and overall it was a fun ride. I will definitely put it better than the last two main Transformers movies. The Last Night, for the longest time, I couldn't even remember the name of that piece of crap.
You talking about the one with your boy in it? He was in.
You talking about Marky Mark?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mark,
yeah. Well, he was in the last two. Yeah, the Last Night was Bill with Optimus Prime going bad, and he went bad for like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Had an actual fight with Bumblebee. Come on, bro. Bumblebee and Prime. Come on, that's not even a fight. Okay. And then what was the other one?
He gets people, bro.
Yeah, come on.
Bumblebee be getting people. This week coming out the sky, I'm like, dang, Bumblebee taking everybody out. he came in like Prime normally come in. Prime be missing like the whole fight. He come in like last 2 seconds. Like they didn't have enough for the budget for his CGI. And like you get to go kill everybody in like 2 seconds. Like,
I forgot about that. You're right.
Hot.
That's how Prime be rolling, particularly in the dark of the moon. He just be flying in.
Yeah. Flying in, stuck over there somewhere.
But yeah, that and Age of Extinction, I hated those movies. I can't stand them. But and I liked it better than Bumblebee too. A lot of people really like Bumblebee better than all the other Transformers movies. I didn't. I won't get into that in detail. But the and I like it probably about as well as I like The Fallen, whatever that was called, the second one.
The
But the
second
number,
one?
yeah.
I can see
But
that
number
one.
1 and number 3, no,
Yeah.
no, sir.
Those are good.
We're not on that level.
I can go back to them.
Yes, my
Was
goodness.
it Shia LaBeouf or Shia LaBeouf? Oh, what's that show? LaBeouf?
Shia, boy, that's my boy.
That's my dude, man. I be looking at like, man, I miss him.
Go.
Yeah, he was kicking that thing. Like, he made the movies, man. I was like, God,
Yes, sir.
I'll go back and watch them now.
But definitely some things I liked about it. Honestly, though, as I'm trying to remember, so many of the flaws of the movie start to stick out so much to me that I really can't focus on the things I like. So I guess I'll let Chuck take all the positive stuff, and I just talk about things I had problems with. And maybe as I'm talking about them, then we'll get some of the positive things out. All right, so it's interesting because you grew up in the Beast Wars era. And I grew up with the original Transformers era. So a lot of people who don't know that era, they don't know, like, Transformers has been going on for 36 years now, or longer than 37 years. And the way that they've been able to do that is because that original cartoon captured the magic so well. The characters were so interesting. And they still just haven't been able to do that. Like, if this were the first thing, I don't think that this would last 36 years. I don't think that at all, because I don't think they still have been able to really capture that magic. And some of that is like, when are we gonna get an authentic Optimus Prime in these movies, yo? Like, Peter Cullen doesn't have a whole lot more time left in him, man. Did you hear the interview? He's like, when I was first playing, I talked to my brother, and he said, like, oh my God, like, his Optimus Prime voice is good, but his regular voice is like, oh boy, oh man, we need to go ahead and get 2 or 3 more movies out of this guy.
We using the AI voice too.
Yeah, that's all they got to do, I guess. But yeah, the most telling line in the whole movie was, he says, "Save the key." Optimus Prime doesn't say save the key. Optimus Prime says, "Save the humans." He's always about the humans, and I get it. We hadn't gotten to that yet. That's what they're developing. Yeah. But this is the 8th movie now. Let's just have Optimus Prime be Optimus Prime. Let's not have him be a serial killer. At least he wasn't a serial killer. He did rip off the dude's head still. But,
you always be getting tied up with it. This is a PG-13 movie. It ain't rated PG cartoons. I mean, Wolverine never killed anybody on X-Men. He just, Genie! And just get beat up all the time and never actually kill nobody. I'm like, but then when you get the movie, all he do is kill people. The entire movie. Light the people up.
Yes, sir. And this is Prime. I'll kill them all. So at least he wasn't quite doing that, but he was trying to take people's heads off. But still. But anyway.
Yeah, once they killed Bumblebee, he was like, I'm gonna destroy you. You getting it.
They did a good job with killing Bumblebee too, because since this is a new continuity, I wasn't sure if he was dead. You know what I mean? Like, most of the time, when a character like that dies, you're like, he's coming back. But in this one, like, I don't know. Like, maybe they're trying to go ahead and get rid of the old and just go on with Mirage. I don't know. But he was cool when he came back. Our audience clapped. Like, they would clap. They were like, "Yeah, that's boy." There's some Bumblebee fans in there. But there's a lot of things in the writing in this movie that really took away from the movie for me. Like, for example, the big aircraft carrier thing, not aircraft carrier, but the big airplane Stratosphere. Where was he during the final battle?
They sitting there looking at, I'm like, do you not have guns? Like, you just literally just fly other more important Transformers around the world? Like, it did show him when the thing was like going to explode or whatnot. Or when they get like the big wide view, he was still at the place where he landed, just looking up. I ain't got nothing to do with me.
Look, this mug was like when Unicron sent the energy all across the planet, which that was kind of weird. But anyway, he's like, Energon, and then he grabbed Bumblebee and dropped him off, and then that bug just took off.
Oh yeah, that's right. He did bring it over.
Bro, Optimus Prime was literally about to get sucked into the sky, and the main person that could do something about that was not available. Bro, he should have just come in, grabbed Optimus, and just kept on going. Instead, this
It's a little
human,
dude. A little
this human is pulling a truck.
I got you, bro. I got you, like you little insect, like a little ant grabbing us, like I got him. No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Who got you?
The thing that don't make no sense about that is I'm pretty sure that Mirage in his full strength would not be able to pull Optimus. That's not how things work. You know, he's a lot smaller, so you got a human pulling him. All right. Elena's whole character arc was for nothing. You know, it's like she did all of that, you know, went through this tunnel, fighting off the Insecticon type of thing, almost dropped the thing in the lava. She did all of that, was able to hack the code, shut down the thing, boom. And dude was like, it just blew it up. She should have at least been able to accomplish it. They should have did something different with that. It really made her whole arc at the end pointless, really. And dude,
he was the brain.
Yeah,
to find stuff.
Definitely, dude. Why did Mirage give away their location?
When?
Remember, Mirage was fighting Scourge, right? And then, you know, the humans are going through the tunnel underneath the fight, you know.
Oh, yeah. And he started talking to old dude.
He's like, Noah, keep on going. Don't stop. And then right after that,
shut up, bro.
Like,
oh, yeah. Let me throw some things in and kill them real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't make no sense.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. And then Mirage could take a hit. Boy, Bumblebee got stabbed one time, he was done. Mirage got shot like 3-4 times and like, wait, I'm still not dead.
I promise your brother that I will save you.
And the one part I was gonna say about I had a problem with Noah is like they said at the beginning that he was an electronic specialist. Okay.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that. Like bro, didn't do nothing with no electronics.
Right. He built your boy back at the end. And that was it.
Yeah. That was his specialist.
Yeah.
So. He off-screen electronic specialist.
That's why he couldn't get no job.
That's right.
So overall, the movie was decent. I just had a lot of problems as far as the writing was concerned. And last thing I'm gonna say is that we need some Transformers movies that are focused on the Transformers. You know, people have been saying that for years. When you go back to any media that's not the movies, is about the Transformers. So it's more so you see things from the height of the Transformers, and every now and then you'll see it from the height of the humans. But in all these movies, we always got to be so focused on the humans and what they're thinking about. When the thing that has really driven this franchise for decades is the unique personalities about the Transformers. So just make it, you don't have to make it completely about them, but make it as much about them as it is about the humans. And, you know, I think you'll have something that can last, you know, forever. You know, like right now, if a kid were to buy the toys, how is he going to make Wheeljack act? Oh no, Wheeljack ain't got no personality in this movie. He just some toy, you know. It's the story, it's the characters, the personalities that really that drives it, that has again made this franchise last so long, you know. So that's what I want to see. So I guess we'll see what. Oh, and I'm glad that Optimus Prime didn't sacrifice himself, because I was like, oh, here we go again. Killing himself again. You just don't know, bro. Optimus Prime has killed himself throughout all the different stories like 20-something times. This mug is suicidal, bro.
I guess he just know. It's like Tyrese on Fast and Furious talking about they can't really die. It's like, you know, like we're always gonna make it through. It's like because they've been through so much crazy stuff, you know. So now it's like their brains are like built that they're gonna survive anything. I guess is what Optimus is. He didn't die so much. He's like, oh, I'm gonna just get Energon back to life. You know, like I didn't need power. I'm good.
Right.
Like, that's all I need.
Crazy. All right. Well, what do y'all think about? Oh, give me a ranking real quick.
I'll give it probably a 7 out of 10.
Okay. All right. Cool. Here's my ranking. The number of chucks that'll be provided is 7.000001. Yeah, that's it. That's it. But what do you
Like,
guys think? How many chucks will you give it? Did you have problems with this movie, or did you really, really love it? Leave your comments here on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, or Spotify, wherever the heck it is that you see this or hear this. And of course, you got to subscribe
subscribe
to
to
survive.
survive.
Oh man, I didn't say my one thing. Oh gosh, I don't want to go too long, but this is the one thing that I said that I had to say. Also, I would have cut it off. How the sacrilege? Okay, Charlie. So throughout Transformers history, the almost 40 years of this history, there has basically only been two black characters, black Autobots, really, just two. Hundreds of people have probably voiced these characters over the years, and there's been two black Autobots, and
Mm.
really only one has gone into prominence as far as the main coach is concerned, and that's Jazz. And they killed him in the first movie. They did the whole black person dies first thing,
Uh,
even with the Autobots, ripped this
even with
mother in half.
Autobots.
They didn't
Oh yeah,
even
that
give
was him.
Yes, they didn't even give him the decency of being the vehicle form that he's supposed to be. You know what vehicle form he's supposed to have?
The truck.
No, he's a Porsche.
Oh,
Yeah,
dang.
yeah. So
They gave him.
they took away his identity, they killed him, and then years later they brought in another Porsche, which we all were like, oh, that's Jazz, and replaced him with a Jewish guy, basically being a black person hanging out with Puerto Ricans in hood.
Dang, bro. Wow.
That's wrong, bro. That is wrong. And on that note, views from a different side. Peace. Can't have nothing.
Saturday morning.